Right. Give me just a moment so I can finish signing into the TikTok platform. Because for reasons passing my understanding, I have to do that literally every single time. And nope, puzzle piece. Starting a couple minutes early so I can get this whole TikTok bullshit squared away. Alrighty then. That is set to go. Alright, gonna try to minimize that as much as I can so I can actually see that alongside everything else tonight. Alright. 6:59. We'll give people a couple minutes here. Hope everybody has had a good Tuesday so far. And while we wait for people, we'll go around camp and we'll see who has to say what.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, that's right. I dramatically resized all of the text and whatnot for my uncle. Join me.
Would that I could. But your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first.
Yeah, I figured. Alright,
Back in the
Shadowheart.
thick of things at last.
Hello, welcome.
Exciting.
Decided that we're gonna swap Gale back in here. Oh. But I think we're right about to do the Grove, if I remember right from last time. Oh, let's see. Misty Step's always gonna be a thing. And invisibility, why not? Hello, welcome. How's the rest of both of your days been?
Never a dull moment.
How can I help?
Well, as you don't actually have anything to say to me, you can bear with me for just a moment so I can restore the subtitle defaults. How's that?
What's on your mind?
Much better. Alright. My daughter flooded the bathroom. Oh, shit. Well. Oh, the joys of parenthood. How's that going?
Need something?
Yeah, I need to know how to unflood a bathroom. Lazel's not gonna have anything to...
Speak.
I get it. We're doing potty training right now too. My son is oh god, January 9th birthday, so he's just over 2.5. Yeah, potty training is officially a thing. Alright, I gotta let Lazel be mean here. It's too entertaining not to.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Yeah. And I suggest you do as she says. Hey, being
Lower.
excited to use the bathroom, that's a good thing. When we have to carry my son and kicking and screaming right now, it's no fun. But it's worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Listen, she's serious. Better get on your knees and fast. Yeah?
You saw another gif. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate. Near the mountain pass. Saw us before we
shit.
saw it.
Just
Jammed
realized
its
that I'm
blade
still
through
playing
Yul's
honor
belly.
mode.
Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me.
I really want to get the Silver Sword of the Astral Plane early at some point. Which I've never done. I know that it's possible to do, but beyond that, I have no idea. A lot of people have been talking about it lately.
You're not going to eviscerate him. I was hoping for a show.
Cool your blood. I'll indulge you soon enough.
I love having the two of them together.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
Not that it was a bad thing, but do you plan to be that rough with everyone that we meet?
Rough. Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh. When the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was rough?
I don't know. Do I get extra points for that? Alright, you made your point.
Then I needn't make it again. The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that
we
must
just
be our
started, don't worry.
objective.
We just
Purification
started.
cannot wait.
I had to get the TikTok thing kicked into gear, which takes... I have to reauthorize it every time, so I started a couple minutes early. Did you say tiefling?
I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run.
No. It's pronounced Feyru. What do you mean, purification?
The creche holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Alright. Has your day gotten a little bit better?
Children! Look who's here.
Go on. Give me a best shot.
Off the top in the
Not
Emerald
bad.
Grove.
Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me.
He's about to be
You just
more
have to
like
buy
you
enough
soon
time to
than you
run.
know.
Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
It's good advice, child. You do well to listen.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
See how the
The
stream
man's
health is
smile
doing
bends
right now.
downward, and his thoughts become yours.
Hey, we're
You are the blade
stable.
of frontiers
We're
racing through the
stable.
wastes of Avernus.
Rewards
Just
enabled
ahead,
on your
a
child, or on your
diabolical
channel.
figure,
Yes.
red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires.
You were on the ship.
Uh-huh. I think the promotion for Apple TV is officially live. Get rewards by purchasing or gifting subscriptions to Aloran and Canis' channel while they're live in any category. Ends on August 19th. That's so fucking cool. Hashtag Ted Lasso, Godzilla, Silo, etc., etc., etc. There's so many good things on Apple TV, and you get 3 free months. It's a thing. Yes, and we both carry parasites.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Diablo. Hunting in the hells? Some dangerous territory.
I'm no stranger to the infernal. Better to slay a devil before her fires burn common folk to ash.
Yeah.
Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there
Will
now,
is his...
preying on the innocent.
He's his
I
own
don't
nice
kill
special
her.
thing.
She'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
out of all of the adventurers that, you know, are enthusiastic, or the only adventurer that's enthusiastic about dribbles, it's Will, which really says all that you need to say about him. I'm looking to cure this infection. I suggest that we partner up.
Just so you know, my first duty is Karlak. I'm oath-bound to go after her. But
Yeah, not for long.
I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation. I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to squeeze in.
Alright, well, meet me at camp.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
Indeed, we will.
Swing and swing and parry. No! Ah! Step. Parry.
Hello.
Strike. Damn it!
Welcome, Crespo.
It's just not landing.
Interesting technique. You having some trouble?
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
You need discipline and focus. Fix your gaze to a point, then guide your strikes to it.
Like this, then. Focus. Focus. And strike! Yes!
Interesting.
You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
Well, just one last thing. You might not want to shout out your moves like that. Spoils the surprise for your foe.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Oh, wow. And there you go, making me all of a sudden want to adopt Will. Damn.
Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
It would be really different to not have him hang around camp as my bard. Ah, battle axe.
What a day.
Alright, gonna do this the exact same way that we did last time, just because of how fantastic it was.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
Nice sleight of hand. Hammer's flourish, right?
I never learned names or anything. Just the tricks. Anyway, forget that. Take the ring. I want to show you how lucky it is.
Vanish the ring with a reverse Hammer's flourish. Whoa. What?
Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested?
Well, we're definitely going to mess with this kid for as long as we can. Let's see. Hold on. One coin toss doesn't prove anything.
Okay, fair. Let's go again. Heads or tails? Call it.
Tails.
We got tails! There. Happy?
No. Not yet. Flip the coin again.
Really? I mean, fine. Heads or tails?
Does he really? You can pickpocket the ring from him and he actually gains respect for you. No shit. That's cool. Alright, well, might have to do that. Even with it being an honor run, I might have to do that. We'll do heads this time.
We have heads! There. Happy?
Nope. Flip the coin again.
Mister, come on. Okay.
Heads or tails?
Heads.
We have heads. There. Happy?
Nope. Flip the coin again.
Fine. Heads or tails?
Tails.
We got tails. There. Happy?
Nope. Flip the coin again.
Heads or tails?
Heads.
We have heads. There. Happy?
No. Do it again.
You're killing me here, mister. You really are. Just take the ring, huh? Free sample. Now, you want to take a look at the other stuff I got? Or maybe you just want to go?
You just gave me the coin, so it's done. Like, fine. Just fucking take it. Take the goddamn coin.
You got it. One sec. That's what I got.
Shit. And of course I decided to look at his wares, and I failed to check. They got me. They got me.
Nothing caught.
You suddenly feel something
Notice
moving
that,
against
though.
your back and turn.
Well, now, someone's starting awfully young, aren't we? Who taught you that?
One of the big kids.
I'm sure.
How did you catch me?
Because I'm a vampire. I mean, how else? You're clumsy, a dead man could have caught you.
Oh, okay. I guess
Oh,
I'll
try
try
not to sound
harder
so
not to
defeated.
get caught next time. Bye.
That smile Astarion just gave him. Oh, okay. Alright, pal.
Hey, you here to trade or?
Your partner's a thief.
Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you.
Listen, you could at least pretend to be sorry.
I am sorry. Sorry we're still talking about this. Look, you caught her. Good for you. You aren't a chump like everyone else around here. Now, do me a favor. Make room for the chumps.
Fine, fine, fair. I'll go away. I didn't know it was gonna be that mean.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrashem, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
It's a bear. I gotta fuck with TikTok at one point. I bet there's a lot more that I can do with it than I realize.
Carl Magrin, give her a chance. You, get back!
Listen, if it weren't for me, you'd be overrun by goblins by now. I will go where I fucking please. Like, come on.
Keep back! Force my hand, and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giorna.
What? Oh,
Hey,
I
welcome,
understand.
welcome, Tanis.
you. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
We haven't done much yet.
Yes, I see.
Oh, let's see.
I do wish I could understand you.
Keep away from Tuffet. She's lazy enough as is. A primer on mythical beasts. Each chapter of this book describes the cultural origins of a different mythological beast. Chapter 5, The Miniature Giant Space Hamster. Very little is known about this particular cryptid, though stories say they tend to choose well-muscled human males as their steeds when they deign to visit this plane. According to legends, this creature retains a wellspring of indescribable power known only to itself, though it provides its steed with perhaps mystical, perhaps mundane courage. Unsubstantiated rumors claim the creature has a taste for human eyes. Oh, Jesus. Welcome, Aslith. Little Miss Tuffet. Sat on a muppet. Something, turns away. Let's see.
eager for battle.
We gonna move the rock now. And get the Amulet of Sylvanas. That way anybody can be a Starian's juice box. Doesn't somebody have speak to animals? Shit. Well, we're gonna have to figure that out. I believe she sat on a tuffet. Eating her curds away. Alright, well, I can't get over there. Lae'zel? Need to do Rangoon and Minecraft blocks. What is Rangoon?
No one back home will ever believe this.
Apart from Crab Rangoon. I know what that is. The best crab familiar ever? Okay, I think I'm putting that together.
Ah, my grizzled friend.
That's an excellent,
What can you tell me about
is
this
a
place?
fucking fantastic name for a familiar, if that's what it is.
Ah, my good friend.
True.
You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Fine. Ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, but remember nothing useful about goblin social order or behavior.
Crablock. Oh shit. They're Rangoon, you're right. Yeah. Chinese food. God damn it. Like really badly want now. Crablock is fantastic, but Rangoon is the perfect crab familiar name. You're absolutely right. That's fucking fantastic. Give an exact description.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns.
A mythweaver. This man has no respect for truth.
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
I mean, you know, it was brass. No doubt about it.
Witness mistook obvious silver dragon for brass.
Listen.
Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Yeah, they called the name out like a war cry.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
I really want to go back to the first two games and see the role that Volo plays. Hold your tongue, I think. Ooh, fly. That would be interesting to use at some point early on, but where exactly to use it? And it's not like I'm going to trade with Buffy right now. She's not good at negotiating anything.
Never you mind.
Not yet.
I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
Gukliak. That's a fun word. Be careful. Goblins are known for their mercy.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket.
Until we meet again.
Alright, Crossbow, you are absolutely right. Alas, not one that we can make yet.
Yes, I see.
No speak to animals quite yet. we'll go get the whole bit done inside the Grove Chambers here. All the reading that's going to be done tonight. Or a solid chunk of the reading to be done tonight. Get to enjoy my dulcet tones.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
Imprison her? She's just a child.
She's a parasite. She eats our food,
All right, Andrew
drinks
Ryan.
our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old.
Huh. You act a little rashly, as a cornered viper would. Free the child, or more tieflings will interrupt you. Oh, that's right, because we gave Astarion a level in Bard so he could use Vicious Mockery. I'm like, wait, what? Why can't Astarion cast Bardic Inspiration?
A gathered herd of the devils would indeed be disruptive. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila to me.
Sifisif.
Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Yeah, I haven't ruled out stealing the idol quite yet. Probably
That
won't.
woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions?
T-Mac did. First thing T-Mac did after... Oh, Zevlor said, well, you gotta go talk to her because our people are having a problem. The first thing he did was march down here and kill Koga. Putting a child on display like that was monstrous. I'm glad that we intervened.
Couldn't agree more. The girl wasn't innocent, but that doesn't mean she was guilty.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
That Koga seems dangerous.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
Interesting. That could... If you do read about how to cheese it online, I don't know if I'd want to cheese it. Koga seems happy to rule the roost. Who's your real leader?
Master Halsin. Perhaps Goblin called, perhaps dead. He'd set
Oust the
Mistress
Shadow
Korga
Druids.
back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad.
If no one's looking for Halsin, I could do it.
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
No need to fret. I'll find him.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers.
I can't speak
You
to
won't
that
mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Cartley, do you know?
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
I mean, listen. Your iron will is impressive, if a touch inflexible.
You speak in paradox.
Shut up.
I care not for
I'm a
steel, but I
monk.
know if
What
it
do you
bends,
expect?
it breaks. I will not allow this grove to be broken. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he
Interesting.
stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Then it seems I'd best speak to Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
I really want Chinese food. God damn it. Logbook 1371. This hefty book is labeled 1371 and stamped with an elegant stag against a dark green background. 6th of Uktar sent 2 druids, some of the newer recruits, up north. Village there has had 2 years of failed crops and are unlikely to survive the winter. The 9th of Uktar, a group from Baldur's Gate arrived. They've set up camp on the edge of the forest. 2 bears and a fox came by. Their territory has been burned out. Half the fox's cubs died, paying this new group a visit tomorrow. 10th of Uktar. Visit did not go well. After telling me where to shove it, they said they'd cut down half the forest and burn out any wildlife that dared to stick around. Claimed they were going to farm the land and make a new city of their own. Time to get creative. The 12th. Mudslide did the trick. Buried half their farming equipment and made the rest useless. They won't be back anytime soon. Got reports of a red wizard in the village south of here. Sending 3 rangers to investigate. If they catch even a whiff of a red cloak, I'm contacting the House of Sylvanus. Oh, let's see. To get the quest, you just have to read the stuff in their room and loot Kaga's stuff in the same room. I never steal anything. It's here. Aslith. I'll show you. Right here.
If this isn't important.
So it's not actually... Well, no. It is marked red, but it has something that is worthwhile. Well... Got it. See, despite the fact that some of it may be locked, doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad to pull whatever it is that's in there. Because, in this case, the marks crisscrossing the page don't look scribed so much as slashed. Koga, swamp, docks, tree, meet me alone. Oladen. The book's spine is limber from overuse. The corner of one page is folded inwards. Balance is a myth. Where any clan treads, nature struggles. Tell that to my lawful stupid Yeah. I will not pick that lock. Fuck you, rogue. But it has something we know. No. Get out of here. But it has that... No, sorry. Unity is a fiction. Men of mere flesh seek only to tame beast and raise flora. We are the thunder and we are the rain. We shatter mankind and grow new life in its place. Inspiration point definitely just went to waste, but it's gonna do that for a while. And the letter in the tree didn't instance because I didn't find the first entry. That's interesting. So you really have to find it.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Is there anything I can do to help?
A moment.
This medicatrix.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death.
I mean, any character
what was
can
it
get
you
in
needed?
there. Are you good enough to treat people or just pets? What is that book?
Good enough to tell there's nothing obviously wrong with you. A bit tired, maybe. But we're all a bit tired.
No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
Mm-hmm. What other kinds are there? I mean, it's not like a frog hopped into my eye.
That's a serious condition. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
That's Aslan for you.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
Hopefully I get to point out a few parasites.
Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled
Oh,
out
I
of his
wouldn't
head
say
soon
that.
after.
Is everyone being captured by mind flayers these days? Didn't think it was a common experience. And I'm with Critical Crespo. If it is something that triggers additional steps in anything,
Rather
it's
too
gotta be
common
done.
as of late. At least that's what Master Halsin suspected. I pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things, studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I'm interested in the procedure, actually. Please, go ahead.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
What's that plant? Will it help?
She shifts uneasily, hesitating.
That's not a plant.
Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Melting neon, what are the 3 things that you have that need to be worked on? I mean, I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected. It's kind of a thing.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick
Fair.
up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a mind flayer ship, I was kidnapped and infected.
A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
Stick a pin in the creche. It's not something that you're going to encounter for a little bit yet, so it's really only 2. Joaquin's rest, I would argue, would come generally after the Goblin Camp. So, Goblin Camp first, if that helps at all. I thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I
Really?
don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything.
That's not a bad point.
Do I have your word or not?
And you can get to Joaquin's Rest without having to go through any of the Knoll ambushes or births. And Joaquin's Rest is dramatically shorter. It would provide you with yeah, it would provide you with a number of things that would allow you to do the rest of it a little bit easier. Yeah, I retract that. Walking's Rest first. That's a really good point Aslith makes. Yeah, I agree with that. See, I would do Walking's Rest. I would avoid the gnolls, but I generally take the goblin camp down to the Myconid colony, like almost right away. Alright, hand it over.
Swear it.
Fine. I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
What do you mean, should be changing? And, Crossbow, I'm with you on the face, Spider. On honor mode, they see invisible creatures. It really makes them the worst. They're the absolute fucking worst on honor.
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
I honestly don't even bother with the eggs. If the matriarch doesn't go down in a turn or 2 at the most, run. that's really all that it boils down to for me is run. Well, that's good news, kind of.
Could be, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
I did the same thing. I did the same exact thing my first time through. Because if you don't enter in that one door inside the goblin camp, so if you somehow miss it, Halsin just, his happy ass stays in there until you, like, wind up going in. Or you kill all the goblin leaders, because there isn't a goblin leader in there. At least I think? Ain't that the truth, though? You think he's still alive?
I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
The last time that, or during the last honor mode stream, Karlak definitely one-shotted the Goblin Priestess by herself. It was pretty great. Alright, I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath. One step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Pretty, but I wouldn't take
Melty
wild
Neon.
poison even if
Nothing
you
wrong
begin
with
to
that.
turn.
Honestly, do the game at least twice, if not 3 times, before you try Honor. Get a feel for, alright, if I say this, if I do that, X, Y, and Z is going to happen. This is the most nervous that I've been with an honor run for a while. Owing to the fact that, because the Dark Urge, I have absolutely no fucking clue what's going to happen to a lot of that. But once you have an understanding of X causes Y causes Z, the rest of it, like, you can manipulate the game in your favor pretty much no matter what you do after that point. Oral Histories of Faerun, Gith, and Mind Flayers. This book comprises several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 4, Palador the Swift, 700 years of age, wood elf storyteller hailing from the wood of sharp teeth. Ouch. Sharp, pointy teeth. Anyway. Bit of Monty Python. Anyway. It took me several 10 days of quiet habitation in the wood before the venerable Palador felt comfortable revealing his presence to me. The longer I stayed, demonstrating I was no threat to his health and peace, the more open he was to gentle inquiry. This tale, relayed to me on a chilly morning as we stoked a small fire between us, was like none I had heard before or since. I asked if it were fiction, and he insisted emphatically it was as true as his own right eye. Long ago, before my eyes and ears, before your lonesome quill, dear scribe, there was an empire of people, or perhaps only belief. An empire of brain-eaters, soul-wasters. They called themselves Illithids, the flayers of minds. The children of Gith were bowed, bent in service to the flayers, a passionate people made to serve a cold belief. The flayers were untouchable, their minds a great oppressor. No proud will or passion could break Gith's children free. Until at last a reckoning. Its source unknown, its power unproven, but its events history-making. The cowed would not be cracked. Gith's children fought back valiantly, their freedom theirs, the flayers bent, and broken till today. Soul Coins, a treatise. Academic disclosure. This research was funded independently and conducted at a site in Avernus, the first plane of the Nine Hells. Candlekeep does not encourage or promote the entrapment of mortal souls. Important note there. Soul coins, as a concept, are one of merciless simplicity. The sum of personal and magical essence, the soul, is bound into a minted piece of infernal iron and used as currency by devils and their cohort. They are frequently traded for their value, can purchase mercenaries, magical items, and even fuel the strange engines in the hells. However, there is a fascinating culture surrounding soul coins as well. I spoke to a devil who admitted she has one coin that she will never sell, for it was the bargain that got her promoted out of Lemur status. She connected me to a half-elf warlock who had promised his soul to a coin after death. I was able to look at his contract, which is reproduced below. The next 50 pages appears to be a painstakingly written legal document in Infernal, with a headache-inducing number of footnotes. Disorders of the Nerves and Mind, a treatise. There came to me a woman, whom I shall henceforth call R. Greatly distraught at the unusual tempers of her husband, whom I shall henceforth call B. 3 months prior, he'd suffered night sweats, crying out from sleep that he bore the mark of chaos. 2 months prior, he'd taken to calling himself by the name Saravok. 1 month ago, he'd speak of little else but the throne for which he is destined. I attended to be at the couple's farmhouse. He sat calmly at the table, an unknown book clutched to his chest. I detected no curse nor loathsome spirit upon him, nor the presence of magic. Yet upon shining the light of candle flame upon him, he raised the book high and exclaimed, "The deaths they bring shall awaken the Father, and through them he will rise." I snatched the book from his hand and flung it into the hearth, where it burned not in red or yellow flame, but pure black. It left but a single scrap, reading, "He foresaw his coming death, and seeded his essence across the land." B shivered and sighed, as if waking from nightmare. He had no memory of the book, nor the words he had spoken. Diagnosis: unspecified neurotic enthrallment. Treatment: herbal tincture of garlic and drace, sipped thrice daily until exhaustion lifts. Told you all the readings in here. In Ketheric, I see our failures made manifest. He did not fall. He was pushed. His grief was twisted by shadow, and still we did not act until his light was all but snuffed. Missives of Candlekeep. Nope, I haven't read this one. A select collection of the most notable letters from Candlekeep. Many are dry reports of celestial movements or incomprehensible details of arcane rituals. However, this letter catches your eye. To the sage Elminster. Over the past year, I've delivered many of your letters to Master Gorian, so I wanted to be the one to deliver this sad news. Alas, he is with us no more. Gorian and his ward left Candlekeep soon after your last letter to him arrived. They departed in the middle of the night, but were waylaid shortly after on the road to Baragost. The gate warden tells me that Gorian saw to it that several of his attackers joined him in the next world before he was struck down. I hope this brings you the same grim comfort it brings me. Of his ward, there was no sign. In some better news, I received your letter to the library and was able to find much of the material you requested. It has been carefully secured and will travel with this letter. Yours in honor, Tristan P. Shale, librarian at Candlekeep. P.S. I hope you'll forgive my curiosity, but might I ask, why do you need so much information about Ballspawn? What exactly are you working on? Did that. Magic of the Weave, an introduction. Few try to understand the weave, a true pity, for only they are... Few try to understand the weave, a true pity, for only they who are truly attuned to the weave can rightly call themselves spellcasters. Thus comes the question, what is the weave? It is an essential element of the universe. It runs through everything in unseen threads. Binds us, it penetrates us, it binds the galaxy together. What is the Force, anyway? It is also, though I will not go into further detail here, the goddess Mystra herself. See Magic of the Weave, Mystra and the Spell Plague. The weave isn't magic, precisely, rather it is the raw material from which magic is woven. Not entirely unlike how a collection of threads is shaped and formed into a garment. Those with the necessary talent and skill can manipulate the weave and perform magic by casting spells. Developing this skill takes years of learning and constant practice. You might have heard of those who can cast spells because they are born with an innate connection to the weave, commonly called sorcerers, or worse, because they struck a bargain with an otherworldly creature, also known as warlocks. Do not be deceived. Their magic is unpredictable, uncontrolled, and in some cases, not even rightfully theirs. No, to truly know and manipulate the weave is an art, but those wizards who master it will know the limitless power and beauty the weave provides.
That might be worth a look.
On to the next set of bookshelves. Sightings record. A long list of owlbear sightings in the region, separated by date. The latest entry, written a 10-day ago, says Cub. The word is underlined several times. Magic of the Weave, done. Disorders of the Nerves, done. On Death and Resurrection. Yeah, right. To manipulate the weave is an art form, and to hell with the other people that can do it. Only the wizards, yeah. Definitely written, probably even potentially by Gale. I could see that being a thing. An excerpt from the ongoing metatext Rebound by Iosifa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denier for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext, her god's annal, of lost and hidden knowledge. I read this one last time.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
Alright. Almost there. Missives of Candlekeep. Yep. Done. Stone tablets. Fringe Philosophy, Volume 5. The publisher's note claims this volume promotes magical theory too radical for the mainstream. This excerpt is attributed to High Artificier Thara Bryn of Baldur's Gate. I suppose they seek to silence me, believing that an artificier of the High House would not stoop to publish in any volume outside of the great Gondian journals they so diligently guard. But they forgot that I am not so grand. Before I lent my name and my knowledge to the House of Wonders and all the marvels therein, I was naught but a lazy farm girl who liked to look up. And that was how I first saw them, the slow and serene earth motes, entire mountains migrating through the sky above. It was later I learned of their origins, of the ancient Netherese empire that fashioned them, of the residual magic so potent it sustained them still. The wizards of Netheril carved marvels out of the mundane, lifted the earth aloft for industry, even for sport. It was later still, after I learned my place at the High House, that I learned of the long shadow Netheril cast along the evolution of our craft, that their great flying cities fell in folly and flames does not diminish the wonders they wrought, and this stubborn aversion to studying them, to learning what they learned, is the very antithesis of Gon's teachings. Yes, many of the catastrophes inflicted upon the centuries were fruit born of meddling with Netherese seed. Yes, their last shining bastion fell into shadow, their lore twisted to Shar's dark and destructive designs, and yes, I say again, whether the High House will sanction it or no, to study the very flame of creation is worth it, even should the fires consume us. Tell that to Valyria. This is a Candlekeep, Fringe Philosophy, Volume 5. Yay! Oh, wait. Almost. Red. Magic of the Weave, an introduction. Yeah. I mean, oh hell, yeah, there's more. Almost done. I know that I enjoy reading out loud. I always have. But I hope y'all don't mind. Drow's letter. Track the druid, find whatever burrow he runs to, and report back to me. Remember, you are only a scout. Do not engage, do not kill anyone. Simply observe and return. I shall decide what we do next. M. Halson's Journal, Volume 1. Extraordinary happenings. While meditating in the forest, Nettie and I were ambushed by a pack of goblins led by a drow. We had no choice but to defend ourselves. But that is not the extraordinary, or rather disturbing part. On the Drow's death, a parasitic creature emerged from the corpse and attempted to escape. I managed to capture it and have the host's cadaver here in my study. I've told no one of my fears. Nettie suspects, but knows better than to ask. I will investigate further before informing the others. Koga will demand answers I don't yet have. I had better record any further findings in a separate volume and keep them upon my person, lest prying eyes jump to the wrong conclusions. Hastily written notes. My dear Nettie, I entrust you with the circlet to open the library. Wear it always. If you need to enter the vault, talk to Wrath. He has the rune, but won't give it to anyone, so be sure you have good reason to ask. Protect my research while I'm gone and take care of the animals. Don't give fish to Tuffet, she's getting lazy. Master Halsin. Notes on Drow Parasite. Anatomical sketches of both a drow and an illithid tadpole are accompanied by notes written in an urgent scribble. The parasite was nestled deep in the brain matter, illithid undoubtedly. Yet the host seemed unaware while alive. No visible signs of seromorphosis on the cadaver, most strange. The final note is a single underlined word. Altered? That is a good question. I have always had Wrath give it to me when I've remembered that it is a thing. I imagine I could steal it from him. Might not be the safest thing to do. Can I have something from the boiling cauldron of food? On antidotes. Yeah. A deep crease in the spine makes the booklet fall open to reveal one recipe in particular. Neat writing in the corner marks it as an antidote for all known potions. This is it, the recipe that made me decide to publish my notes. The story might not interest you, but I shall record it for posterity. Feel free to skip to the actual recipe. I was sitting in the elf song, sipping my usual hot cocoa, the heat soothing the pain in my scaleless hands. A small child, human, stumbled through the door, sick as a dog. All the other patrons seemed like they wanted to help, but nobody could pay for an antidote for a stranger's child. Meanwhile, the ingredients were just lying around, in the kitchen. Every single one of those people could have saved that child, but only I knew how. It felt like a crime. Recipe for 1 bottle of antidote. Extracts needed. Salts of mugwort. Suspension of bullywug trumpet. Method. Slowly trinkle salts into suspension. Stir clockwise until the concoction's consistency turns almost chewable. It might turn slightly green, but this is purely aesthetic and has no effect on the antidote itself. And remember, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. Alright.
What if Halsin is...
No, don't go there.
Let's get out of here.
Find our master. Return to me then. Tell me what you... Speak.
What were you saying to that bird?
The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
I helped defend this grove. No, I'm not gonna. Starion. Yes.
Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe.
Sounds like she has to be stopped. How would we do that?
A druid and an outsider.
We can do nothing without turning the others against us. Only Master Halsin can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for my people.
Well, that's not what I wanted to make. That's okay. Oh, tough it. Go have a fish. Ooh, I haven't gone up there yet. Definitely going to approach that from the other direction.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
I hope we'll meet again under better circumstances.
Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
AKA Team Nerd. Nerds unite.
I was fine.
I really need to play through as a sorcerer or warlock. As for Azoth and other gods 6, something that I
My dagger.
really don't feel like reading at the moment.
Traps, please.
And I really want to play the Wild Magic Sorcerer. Absolute chaos. Just sounds fantastic. Hi, Roland.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
You're doing the right thing. The tieflings need help.
And what about us? There's every chance we've doomed ourselves by helping these people. We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because Leah insists on helping every wounded foe we see. Our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost.
Hold on. Why are you so eager to reach the city?
You are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, that
I've heard
piece
that
of
name
shit.
before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramazes Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad.
What?
But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd
That's
very much
wonderful.
appreciate it if you could arrange an
That's
introduction
wonderful.
should we reach the city.
I think I've heard stories about Leroican. Just so you know, pretty bad ones.
Common gossip.
Uh-huh.
The byproducts of ignorance and jealousy. I've
How does it
admired
work?
Leroican for years.
How does
Never
wild
dreamed
magic
he'd
work?
answer my letter. But I've worked myself to the bone for this. Few can match me in either magic or talent. The names Roland and Leroican will be known far and wide. You'll see.
Well, we need to go schmooze
Die if
Ethel.
I met Leroican reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
Can't give up now. At least Things have stayed interesting.
I really need to go have an actual bard hired into the party so that I can dump points into charisma with somebody.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp.
Whoa.
Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh.
Sweet summer child. What do you know of
Touching
it?
something fierce, love. And your eyes. You look like you don't know the meaning of the word sleep.
Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Fears for the long night. Fears when the snows fall 100 feet deep. And women smothered their babies rather than watch them starve. Kings in their castles died just as much with the shepherds in their huts. Then that the White Walkers came for the first time, riding their packs of pale spiders, big as hounds. Alright, I'm done with that now. Let her fuss over you.
Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
I never drink this, even though I'm pretty sure it's okay. It's Ethel, so. And, what is this exactly?
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here,
My sweet summer.
you just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
I've been better. It's difficult to explain.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd
Milking
been
a
caught
chicken?
dabbling with a dryad.
Oh, man.
The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not.
Oh,
I
shit.
fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new.
The milk wasn't half bad
My
either.
point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse. What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
Grab the PHP. Basically, if you use a spell, you have to roll a d20 again, and if you roll a 1, wild magic. Interesting. That's interesting. I got a Mind Flayer Parasite in my head, but at the same time, I kind of want to... There's nothing wrong. I swear, everything's fine. We're all fine here. How are you? There's something awful about my instincts and about my desires.
Then let old Auntie Ethel have a look at you.
Right,
First
Tannis.
things first.
There is a clear
Tell
difference.
me what's at you.
Seen or caused worse. Like, we need to distinguish here. Sometimes I think really, 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 really bad and terrible things.
Oh, Petal, that's how it starts, you know. Thinking is only a step away from doing. Were you hurt recently? An accident of some sorts? That could explain things.
Well, you see, the thing is, all I know is that right now I'm imagining drowning you in the boiling stew over there.
Oh, you cheeky pup. That might scare someone else, but I know what naughty girls need. A bit of love and care. If I was back in my tea house, I'd make you a cuppa and tell you to put your feet up. Alas, here I can only tell you to be kind to yourself, Petal. And encourage you to browse my bits and pieces, of course. Let me know if anything catches your eye. Myself included.
Did Ethel just hit on me? Am I following that right? Oh my god. Okay. That hasn't ever happened before. Thanks for being, nice to me.
Sure. What else am I here for? Goodbye now, Petal. Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any lotions or potions?
That, I didn't actually talk about the parasites, so we're gonna do that now. That's Durge specific dialogue? Okay, that makes sense. Fantastic. Listen. I need help. I've been infected by a mind flare parasite.
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet. My heart goes out to you, truly. But I confess that doesn't explain all your symptoms. Some of the things you told me, why, I've never heard of a parasite doing that. This is serious. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but yes, I may have something at home.
Such as?
I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
What harm? Show me your wares.
Hey, bother.
Do I really want to pay 300 for that? I mean, it's not the worst thing. Oh, 270. Withers.
Be careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Petal.
She just teleports to the house unless you're asking if someone has her engaged in conversation over there, and then someone else goes all the way to the bog house. Nope, I most certainly have not. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
We meet again. As
Very,
predicted.
very interesting.
I shall
Somebody
be here
needs to
in thy
test that.
camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Somebody absolutely has to test that.
Very well. Impossible.
Thy party is
Thy
full.
party is full.
Well, we can leave Lae'zel there for the moment.
As thou desire. Choose.
Oh, Melty. Yes. Yes, you could. You would have to go north of the Blighted Village and then use Featherfall and, yeah, jump down from around the Goblin Camp. Cartley nailed it. Oh, Brenna Bright Song.
Looking ahead.
Oh, Chinese food. You ever find that you want it more on nights where it's like, alright, I really shouldn't order this for whatever reason? Charisma of 17. There we go.
Lotion, there isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, dearie. Are you hot, cold, feverish?
I have a condition, but it's complicated.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse. What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
You go, fam. You got it. If there's a vendor I know I'm going to spend a lot of time shopping from, I have Withers take me down to level 1, give them 500 gold, and then steal it back to get there. Clever. Clever. And Godspeed, Cartley. Let me know.
As you recount your adventure, Auntie.
I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could. Now, do you need anything? Hey, bother.
Alright. Anyway. Down 70 gold. Excellent.
Be careful.
We're exposed now.
Oh, Damon.
Die if I let the road.
I'm afraid I need to talk to you really quick.
Never get the.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
I discovered that when I turned the PlayStation Baldur's Gate on, I actually still have access to my very, 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 very first character. So I've been able to fuck around with Sam Fisher in Baldur's Gate, in the city proper. That's been kind of nice. I was trained to fight barehanded, not really one for weapons. I'm Buffy. I just beat the shit out of things. I really don't need weapons. They make things more interesting, but yeah, don't really need them.
Might have to teach the rest of us that trick then.
Expect half these blades will break the first time they strike a goblin skull. I've had to make do with what I could scavenge.
As I picture the scene with Spike in my head, do we really need weapons? I like them. Makes me feel more manly. Buffy does need some brass knuckles. Except we are not going to buy things with her.
Time to rest.
I miss my forge. Thanks for fighting off those goblins. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Alright. Common medium armor allows you to keep the dex check, which is... oh god, who do I... Lae'zel be the one. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Looking forward to hearing how this goes. Nay, bother.
Hell's take me.
All's well then. Not as bad as it could have.
Lae'zel.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
Alright, well.
You're
Still need you to join me.
Dismiss someone first.
We're gonna...
Ready for battle.
I think we're going to go over tonight. I need to, like, flex combat muscles for the sake of, like, cleansing the palate of a
I
whole
heard what happened.
2 hours of talking.
Thank you for protecting the child.
Welcome.
If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Well, leaving the grove is the best option, but I can help.
It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there.
Yeah, but there's...
We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army.
You don't need an army, you need a strike team.
There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task.
I've never brought Will along for it. What's different? Well, as the game accounts... Wow. Alright, Cartley, what did you find? Kill the Goblin Horde's leaders. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
But she did, like...
No, sir.
Immediately disappear and appear for you once you got into the swamp?
Yes. Of course.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate...
Interesting.
Well,
very interesting.
I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight.
So that is a... Oh god, a canon event? Or a fixed event? Not with that attitude. Fight and win.
There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there.
All of our curiosity was sated. I appreciate
if you're
that.
so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line?
Big ADT. Sure. It's a bet.
Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it. So many ways to die.
We're going to go back in just a second. We're going to do something just a little out of order here. Starion, are you capable of...
Excellent choice.
Oh, bloody hell. Nobody... Seriously? Nobody took Featherfall? Ha! You did! Can you make it? Yep.
So,
Geronimo!
You know about these parasites. Will we survive them?
All is ash and...
Only if my people extract them. The only other cure is the blade.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Hey, girl. I do feel like half the time it's a waste. Although last time, because I ran Three Dog as a bard,
This is the devil Will has been tasked to kill.
it was a nice thing to have. Are you alright?
Me? Never been better.
That's my girl.
Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called Paladins of Tyr did.
Haven't met any Tyrans lately, no.
Good. Great. Glad I don't have to kill you.
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was it?
What was that?
I remember her being a big fan of her, but I don't remember specifically what she says. That's the tadpole in our heads. It connects us.
Fuck's sake. Mountains as far as the eye can see. Guess that explains the voices. From that peek I got into your head, you've made some inroads trying to get the thing sorted. But alas, no joy. I'm Karlach. And you are?
I'm Buffy.
Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War.
She's
I was
got
good
good
at
taste.
killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog.
Karlach could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to
Played
safety.
along
I'd
until
be
I
okay.
get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free.
It'd be worth being burnt to a
Zariel
crisp.
sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little
Hey,
dog she
Moonbilge.
sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing
We're
as
doing pretty good.
paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down?
About to head back into the grove to try to wrap some of that up, but figured I'd get Karlach and grab the fast travel point up here quick first. Well, let's send them back where they came from.
Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
You want to just team up with some blood-stained killer? Because I'm fine with that.
Sounds like a great plan.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. You know I'm
Oh.
up for it, but your party's a little full.
I know. True, meet me at camp.
I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
Yeah. Definitely take Karlach over Lazel. Or at least at first. Looking back on it,
A key.
they're both
Wonder what it opens.
they're both sweethearts in their own way. Lazel is prickly for some time, but she experiences some incredible growth.
That's curious.
Some of the last cutscenes that you share with her for her romance are extraordinarily touching. How through your relationship with her that you taught her to see the beauty in the world. Alright, there is the
Tell me,
Risen
Lazel,
Road checkpoint.
You say we might be purified at your creche.
Accident or
That
sabotage.
exactly.
Augusta will affix the Zaith'isk, the purifier, to our heads. Its magic will quell the parasite in an instant.
Alright, gonna grab the smuggler's ring and fast travel back to the grove, and then I'm going to run to use the bathroom really quick, so I will be right back after that. Autism wizard. Yeah, more or less. Fire potions exist. Yeah. Maybe that would work. It's the smuggler's ring. Oh, Starian.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
I don't know. Good question.
But that will fit in my pack.
That Zaithist you mentioned intrigues me. Care to tell me a bit more?
An intricate device crafted by Malar, our most gifted artisans. I am sworn to say no more.
Interesting. Alright. To the grove. And, well, if anybody has to use the bathroom, grab a snack, whatever, now's your chance to do it, because I will be right back. Do we still have audio? Is everything working how it should be? I almost drank a... What? Wait, what? Why does Gale right now look like he's doing the
Tell
meme
me,
from Pulp?
Lae'zel, what is it like on the astral plane? Your home realm intrigues me.
Githyanki lay their eggs on other planes. They cannot mature in the astral. I will only be welcomed once I obtain a mindflayer's head. These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Hey.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I failed to see the distinction.
Yeah, well, I do. We'll have to go back and clip it. Not today!
With finesse.
Hey, you out, pound of forces!
Astarion the
Nothing
Rogue Bar.
important is ever easy. Don't waste a step.
This is so different. And it was a tagline, rare one.
It shall be done. Salty about that. Vicious Mockery is honestly one of my favorite things in the entire game. It really is. And I won't lie, it is the one example where I really want a mod. Because I want Samuel L. Jackson to just talk a bunch of shit. I want my character to be, or to talk Samuel L. Jackson style shit. In Samuel L. Jackson's voice. It would be neat. It would be so fun.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
The hell are you talking about?
You almost seem honest. Care to explain why you reek of the hells?
Well, a mind flayer abducted me and its ship went straight to Avernus. How's that for you?
Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
Well, we
A
appreciate you.
soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency.
Has anybody here had the, from Wingstop, the hot honey glaze? The, almost like the dry rub? That'd be pretty
That
great.
coin's worth plenty. Don't let a squid get their tentacles on it.
You peer through
Ooh,
the
nice.
telescope.
I'd I'd have some of your hot honey glaze. Just the rub? Oh, alright, well I fucked that one up. We're gonna use an inspiration point because I haven't used one yet. Oh, that's right, I was saving them for Dark Urge things, wasn't I?
You see a dragon circling like
really
a bird
is.
of prey, hunting. The telescope points to the right.
Oh, they're the ones that I like to get lately. Yeah, it's Walking's Rest.
The telescope points straight ahead.
And Lucas, the other night, came up, ate a part of one.
The telescope points to the
rubbed
left.
his tongue all over his shirt, trying to get the heat off. Went to grab a drink. But then, after he cooled his mouth down, came back and ate like half of the rest of the wing. Just going back and forth to his cup. Monastarian, please. Oh wait, I don't need it. My man.
This squirrel might be the single most adorable creature you can recall in all your stunted memory. It would be ever so twee if it were climbing a tree.
Do you always take on such terrifying foes?
You stare at the body before you. You have no idea what just happened.
My body moved without my command. I couldn't control it.
The swirling bile cauldron of your brain is cooking up a poisoned stew.
Huh. You look rabid, pained, sick. You're spasming and twitching. You poor thing.
Something awful is brewing within. I know not what.
Well, so far, my tadpole and I have been nothing but best friends. Something else is happening to you, isn't it? You have bouts of swooning and swaying, and your jaw is grinding like you're poised to chew off your tongue. Do take care of yourself.
Thanks. Well, that was tragic. Like, really bad. Huh. Well, haven't been down there. Yeah, traumatized is a fair word.
How much further can I go?
Oh, Mythic, you suck. God, I want fucking Chinese food so bad. Not me, who's running out to grab Chinese food.
Salutations.
Oh, sorry.
Keep it close.
Eager for battle.
Hazel, would you please? Yep, you sure did.
efficient path.
Raphael.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps? The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Quite.
Any thoughts on the Hell Dusk armor? Any ideas? Anybody?
Don't touch me.
Hell?
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
I've got a long road ahead.
Ready and willing.
What is the Hell Dusk armor? The Hell Dusk armor is the armor that Raphael wears, and I do argue it is the best armor in the entire game.
This calls for careful footwork.
Alright. And it's not even considered armor, it's clothing. So, Gale could wear it. Buffy could wear it. Alright. There's gotta be a way to do this. Alright, Crespo, walk me through it.
Free for the taking.
Okay. We are paused. Smoke him if you got him. We can take a minute to do this. Also, yes, we are going overtime tonight. Let's see. To the Google! Good to see you're still here, Asleth. I mean, it's 8:54. You could make it to Cosmic if you tried. Alright. I have to be able to cast silence. There you go. At least that's what it's saying on this one. After this encounter, you can then blah 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 blah. See, one of the problems with reading walkthroughs of Baldur's Gate is that nobody ever has the same game. Nobody ever has all of the same sets of circumstances. So, like, oh, this is how you do blah 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 blah. Alright, well, it didn't happen for me like that. None of those people were dead, and I just talked my way through it. Wait, what?
How much longer will this take?
Copy, pasting. Alright, hang on. 7 months ago. I think that's possibly where I just came from. Published March 5th. Yeah. Alright, that's where I just came from. It looks like their strategy revolves around casting silence. Keep your party a fair distance away from where you suspect your Raphael encounter will trigger. Once you've positioned everyone and you're ready, quickly save. Funny. Well, I will. Because reasons. When you position everyone and you're ready, quickly save. This is just for safety. Once you've got your save finished, advance to the trigger spot with Tab Durge until Raphael eventually appears behind you and a cutscene starts up. In the bottom left-hand corner, you will see the option to switch your character to do this before, blah, blah, blah. Freely approach Raphael and Tab Durge and shoot an arrow at Raphael. Raphael will then despawn, and your Tab Durge will exit the cutscene immediately. Don't worry. Right. Okay.
It's gonna pass.
Survival is all that matters.
It's gonna be one of the only ways I could potentially get through this.
Best be on my way.
The Outlander serves Zevlor!
The time has come. Remove the outsiders!
God, that one pear-shaped in the worst way ever. Oh my god. Huh, well. Asla, do you not know what happened? I shot an arrow at Raphael after Lae'zel got into conversation with him. In order to try to get his Helldusk armor later. And the whole grove rolled initiative. So I actually did, jokingly even, quick save it right beforehand, because the guide is like, quick save it to have a save point to blah blah blah, as I'm like, oh, I'm playing Honor, you know, whatever, it's not gonna matter. But yet here we are, after I force shut it down. Alright, you know what, we're not going after Raphael's armor. We're just gonna we're just gonna do the rest. Yeah.
Well met. I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Yeah, Google didn't tell us that that was gonna happen. Still honor mode. Good call though, Moonbilge. We are still honor mode. Pleasure.
Charmed,
I am Lae'zel.
I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint
it
little
is a
scene
fucking miracle.
is decidedly
Oh,
too
man.
middle of nowhere for my taste.
Oh, shit.
Come.
Yes, he was. Maybe if they will try to take a shot at me.
There. Middle of
Well,
somewhere.
Yeah. As lives, all mortal lives expire, plays in the background. Can you be more specific than somewhere?
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
Ignore him and fill your plate.
Not easily rattled, I see. Good. Makes the next part that much more straightforward.
It's a good song.
What's
It really
better
is.
than a devil you don't know?
The devil.
A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Easy, easy. I'm here to help, not harm.
I drew my weapon.
Consider your predicament. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that.
You're mad if you think I'll make a deal with a devil.
And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I have a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
I will rip out your mocking tongue. Just you wait, Raphael.
Ah, yes, the tongue. Yet another piece of pleasurable anatomy you'll soon have to do without. All those pretty little symptoms.
They are a little bit more
sundering
elaborate. They are
skin,
nice.
dissolving guts. They haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Well, you were there when it ran out a minute ago. It wasn't any good. Nope. A thing happened. A thing happened. I didn't catch it. But thank you, whoever did what. I really wish I could see what just happened. Appreciate you.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smiles and pain.
This time I heard the notification go off, though. That's an important step.
Words of mine will change. No. Become. Change? No. Damn it!
You alright?
No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't... Nothing fits, you know?
To sing outward, one must look inward. Why are you writing the song?
We lost people on the way here, and the dead deserve to be remembered. That's what my teacher always said.
Can I help you finish the song?
It can't hurt. I have an extra lute, if you want.
First things first, what's the song about?
My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her, dancing beneath the stars. A huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now...
I'm knocking her out, right?
My heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble. Like ash. Wait.
That she decides not to,
Words of mine will turn
come to the camp
ash.
a little bit later?
That's perfect. Words of mine will turn to ash when you cool the last light down. Yes! Yes!
I will be right back. Before the cutscene finishes, I will be back. Trail mix. I think it's almonds that I don't like, is what these are called.
Dance upon the stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Dance upon the stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away.
Sorry.
That song was beautiful and worthy of a few cheers.
Thanks. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it.
Sounds terrible. I'm sorry.
It was awful.
I couldn't look at a lute without hearing her screaming. I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch to perfect a song. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to Lihala. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
Too sweet. Odiously sweet. The vomitous gall within despairs at your kindness.
I really hate it when the lost souls in the background thing takes hold. And it takes a long time to shake it. Are any of them gonna say anything if all of a sudden I just whap Alfira up the side of the head with my staff?
Don't touch me. Watch your back.
What do we have here?
Your aggression had... Your actions have not...
That took the edge off. This calls for careful footwork.
Should I take the instruments? I'll grab one of them. I'll leave her with her teachers.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Well, okay. That is Alfira speaking to Zevlor. Still need to go talk to the goblin.
Your desire.
Gale does not have silence. Shadowheart does, but I don't really want to pull Shadowheart out yet, so we won't go do the harpies. Not quite yet. Her dingoes ate my baby. It's true. How she's gonna be up there with, oh god. Seth Green. This is terrible. Yeah, he's not gonna be up there on stage. I can't believe that I can't think of his name right now.
You ain't gonna shoot me.
No, the
Your
actor's
hands are
name.
shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arca.
There you go.
You're better than this.
Your mind wanders. If the crossbow bolt shot through her mouth, would she taste the metal before she died?
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too? You move!
Interesting. I wonder if that threw... We'll see how much that potentially threw things off. I sense the pain you carry, but killing this creature will not ease your burden. thing happened.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it!
New follower, Cliff
Why do you
Jasway. Welcome,
care if a
welcome.
goblin lives or dies?
Hey, I was able to get to the stream to see the thing before it disappeared. Appreciate you. Welcome to the party. It's a good time. We're glad to have you. Because she's not a practice target. She's a person.
Your soft heart will be the death of us.
Can't say I understand that. Not sure I want to.
It's all right, Arca.
Still debating on if we're going to add faith on some of the off nights, and I think we're going
Even
to.
your cages are boring.
So there will be even more.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Should I feel like I almost might want to long rest multiple times before heading out, like fully heading out. Rather important, no less. Alright, go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
It's very gratifying to hear.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this...
You're too young to understand it now,
Very
little
different from
Sally,
the
but
parasite
nothing
we
can
share,
kill a
but
show like too much
just as
exposition.
deadly.
What about bad subject matter? Well, or a bad title even, that could kill a show pretty good. I will adore if anybody got what that's from. What kind of condition?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Your illness causes you to consume raw magic? I'm gonna need the details.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say
Aslith
it's
is,
all
of course, gonna
vital
know.
importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact. and
It
before
was
we
a
were
good
abducted.
show. It was a
Only a matter of
wonderful
time
show.
before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
Where do you suggest we find the magical artifacts you need?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
Well, I mean, they're magical items, so I expected as much. Don't worry, I'm happy to help.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve
yes,
us well.
indeed.
I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
I think it's going to be hard not to romance Astarion.
Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
I just saved your life. Show some gratitude.
They'll peel your face off and nail it to a wall. I ain't scared of some god. Stick a dozen arrows in me and Priestess guards still patch me up. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
Booyog. The goblin word for magic. Primitive to a fault, but not entirely without merit.
Wait, I don't need it. 10 seconds later. Just give it to me. Well, that's a nice story. Buy it for a copper in a tavern nearby.
It's the truth. I swear on your mother's grave. Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
Not a chance. You can rot in that cage.
Suit yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like. You're gonna be last one of you.
Die if I met Heroic and reeking of this place. Never get the smell.
Like it's
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too. Shoes.
Say that.
Where are my boots?
And jump.
Sad.
Stop! This place is off limits. Leave.
Study her face and try to read her emotions. Yes.
You note her grimace of pain. Something is wrong with her legs.
Damn it! Don't look at me like that. You can stay. Just keep your hands to yourself, all right?
Need a hand up?
I just fall back down. Legs are as steady as a foal's. Bloody potion.
Don't worry. You're not the only one to have trouble standing after too many potions.
I'm not drunk. I just can't stand. I wanted an edge against the goblins, and I got it. I'm as strong as a bugbear.
Hey, welcome.
And fearless. But the old lady, she warned me of side effects. Should have listened. Now I'm stuck guarding crates.
Yeah, you are. Listen, crate guarding is a serious job.
Deadly serious. Still, the
Todd,
sooner
Tad,
this
Tad,
wears
Todd.
off, the better. The bloody things to happen.
I know that most of the people in this room just went like, wait, what the hell? But you two get it. Alright, listen. Get back up on your feet.
My legs! I can stand again! Did you do that?
Say that 30 times
Thank
fast.
you. Look, you're not really supposed to be here, but I'll turn a blind eye. Just don't touch anything, all right?
Alright, let's get this girl out of here. Leap. Oh, wait, she can just
Never
run
buying a
up there?
potion
Alright.
Without
Back
delay.
again.
Ow.
Right. I've got food.
Alright.
Going. Dagger.
So that is Tieflings saved, Goblins been saved.
Swivel and wait.
Talk to Will, talk to the other person that's there. Talk
This
to
is ridiculous.
Ethel. Damon. Still have not spoken to the ox, but I don't think I have speak to animals right now. Britta Bright Song does.
Left, we could at least make a run for it.
Got everything out of the pouch. No, do not steal that. Whoops.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
What do you
I
sell?
know it's drastic. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Wow, really? Nope. Shitty. Definitely want to get Ring of Flinging this time, though.
Sylvanas, guide your...
Don't have to buy it yet. Buffy's not going to be chucking anybody quite yet. But I think because we're not doing the Harpies quite yet. Oh. Serenolus is raiding with a party of 8. Welcome, Ren. Good to see you. Yo. Damn. Glad that I decided to go over tonight. How's it going, everybody? It's going pretty good.
Tell me, Gay,
It's going
what is your interest in the
better
astral
after the game didn't end. And the whole run didn't end. Because that was very, very nearly a thing.
Everything is eternal.
Tried to trigger the chain of events that begins with getting Raphael's Helldusk armor. If you're standing in the Emerald Grove, don't shoot Raphael with an arrow, because well, that didn't work out at all well. The entire grove rolled initiative, and I had very mockingly quick saved it beforehand because the guy did the whole create a save point. It'll be safe for you to fall back on. Me going honor mode, it doesn't matter. Like, what the hell am I gonna do with the save? But shutting the game down and loading that save actually proved to be no. Whoops, almost broke the oil barrel. That proved to save the run. Otherwise, it would have been really, really, really bad. I might have fought out of it, but the storyline would have been forever altered. It was bad. But we're still here. Alfira has been knocked out. Oh, and I was going to... Yep, we got a long rest.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
Thankfully, do not have to, don't have to worry about Alfira dying.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
I should have had
The
somebody
creatures
throw...
clutch the pouch possessively. Is gold so precious to spiders?
Stop just hitting buttons. Okay, cool. That actually worked out.
One by one, the spiders retreat to the rear of the crevice, lulled by your
You
magic.
really do. Hell, if
You
there's
stash the bag.
anything, like any
Something
insight that you can
clinks
lend to
among the
getting that
coins.
armor, that would be fantastic. God, could you imagine to have the Helldusk armor from Act 1 all the way through the game? How dramatically that would change everything.
time to rest.
Hell, one character by themselves could easily solo a really solid chunk of everything.
I've got a long road ahead.
Alright.
Light on my feet.
I'm going to go back down, and then, because cutscenes are a thing, we're going to long rest. Oh, but there's so many other things that I can push out of this. We've only short rested once. Alright, long rest. Fourth story.
One horn, the stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers.
Okay.
Thought I'd shaken you for good.
Yep, that'll be
That'll
perfect
teach
too.
me to underestimate you.
As many different approaches to it as we
The
can get.
Archdevil Zariel's gladiator, come to burn the Sword Coast to ash.
Listen, you've got it all wrong. Will, Karlach's not about to hurt anyone.
Well, not counting the fuckers that need a good hurting.
Fair.
Shut it, devil. I know your kind. A heart darker than a shadow's nightmares. You'd cut a child's throat just to taste the blood.
A devil? I didn't take the blade for a fool. I'm...
A great fire roars through you. The fire of the first hell. You are Karlach, tearing through demons across a blood-red landscape of fire and volcanic cinder. The front lines of the Blood War. With every swing of her axe, Karlach fulfills Mistress Zariel's purpose.
Proof, clear as summer sky. It's over, Karlach. It's time you feel the sting of the blade.
I've tried to tell you. I'm not what you think I am.
Another vision. Karlach's blade rays slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Will shudders with Karlach's desperation.
Shit, yeah.
She is a victim of the Blood War.
Because
not
she's...
an agent of it.
By Balduran's helm,
trigger.
No, I will not be tricked.
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
Stand down. You saw what I saw. Karlach is not a danger.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
No! Devils cannot be trusted!
Gods, you're stubborn. Karlach's not a devil, and you know it.
Would you listen to sense? This doesn't have to end badly for either of us. You know
As the
monsters better
sound
than
of
anyone.
dying souls echo
Can't you
in the
look in my
background.
eyes and see I'm not a devil?
You don't know what this means.
Eternally damned
You
souls.
don't know what you're asking me to do.
I'm asking you to live, Will. I don't want to hurt you. And to be frank, I'd rather not find out how the Blade got his name. I swear to you, on all I am not what you think.
Shit! Shit.
Yeah.
You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it. Even when the hells burn hottest.
Glad Will saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach.
Does it? I mean, you're pretty loud.
Fair. But still, the man's got a reputation for being lethal with that blade. I'm glad it's on our side.
Gonna have to see how many camp supplies I have. I don't think it would, oh god. Alright, I bet there's a story that goes with that, Aslith. See how many long rests I can kick into gear.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
What's that supposed to mean? Lay it out plainly, Will.
It means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
Penance? Should I be worried?
You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Partial rest and still get the... Oh yeah, that's a thing, isn't it? A partial rest. You will not use any camp supplies, but your hit points and spell slots will only be restored up to half the maximum, and you won't regain any short rests. I have never once done that. Alright, we're gonna do one actual long rest here. Good idea. Good idea. Alright, quick morning chat.
Hey, soldier.
Hey. About those paladins you want us to confront.
Yeah, let's go straight there. Whatever those fucks are getting up to, it's nothing good. Just to say, by the way, they're not really paladins. Lackeys of the Archdevil playing dress-up as paladins of Tyr. No honor among devils.
Fair. I'm drawn to violence, to blood, and obsessions that could become compulsions.
Well, look. You've said it, right out loud. That takes guts. The guts you'll need to change. Or at least make sure you're channeled in the right direction. I've got enough enemies who could do with a good bloodletting, you know?
Well, I mean, with that, I have no memories of where I came from, of who I really am. Is this part of Ceramorphosis? And somebody I think followed. Welcome. Or is that... Oh, that's going off the FNR page. That doesn't necessarily mean Twitch followers. That is also page. Right. Well, either way, it's still exciting. I have no memories where I came from. There we go.
I don't think so. At least, I still remember everything. In more detail than I wish. But, as for what's going on in your mind, and maybe in mine, I'm certain there are answers out there.
Gabriel
We'll find them
Carnevale is
together.
in for an interesting time. Alright.
It seems like Will and Karlach will play nice from now on. Saves us having to pick sides.
Indeed.
Nothing like a little camp drama to spice up the evening.
Oh, God.
It's almost a pity things ended so amicably. Seeing those two duke it out would be fun.
Yeah, you're not wrong. They're not in the
Good
garage,
thing for
are they?
Will that Karlach called a truce. A tiefling that mighty would shred him to pieces and burn the remains. Now, what did you need?
I just really wanted to know what you were going to say about that. fights like a Gambit. I love the artwork of them in their bonding
The
shirt.
goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live,
Or their
Zevlor's people are
get
trapped.
along clothing. Alright. Set back out. Oh god. Aslith, how the hell did they get in? Yeah, they can all come with me. So you have friends. Many four-legged friends. Danger kitties, indeed. How close are we to? Not at all. Not close at all to level 4. Animal empathy. Same thing from me. That melting neon said.
Eager for battle.
We send.
Intestines throb. Blood whispers.
Your aggression has gone too far.
All the love I whap whap on her back.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Alright, well. Long rest. Throw mini marshmallows at them.
Hark! Hark! A camp, and Hogma willing. Some friendly faces. Well met. Goblins roughed me up and stole my hose when they heard me singing Hatchling Love. You wouldn't have half a bedroll for a lost minstrel.
Really?
Would you? I can pay for my board with music. If you care for it.
She is pretty. Alas, she's about to be sacrificed. But where do you approach her for the free... Like, how do you get the free feat? Wait, she sings? Who are you?
Quill Grootslang. Soon to be published in the songbook Affairs in Ancient Abir, Songs of Draconic Love. If I make it to Baldur's Gate with my manuscript, that is.
I mean, our hearth is open and there is safety beside it.
I'll just stay one night. Promise. Then I'll be gone. I know I'm ice blood, but I get cold so fast. I need to be by the fire. Thanks for the fire.
What kind of music do you write?
I prepared a dense manuscript of new love chants to be throat sung in Timantha style. You probably don't know, but the Dragonborn clans arrange their children's marital unions. Love is considered irrelevant to egg duty. But
So if you
I've
go along
never
with
even been
performing with
kissed.
her.
And I can't
Interesting.
stop myself from dreaming. I don't think most of us stop hoping. Ever.
They should have given her a red shirt.
Not even when duty stamps us down. And that's what the songbook's about. Lost, lingering love. Never acted on.
Never spoken.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a torpedo technician. You're painfully innocent.
Perhaps. But I want to capture this feeling while it still strikes hot.
Will you sing a draconic song for me?
Oh my. Are you sure? Are you really sure?
Terrible. Terrible. Way indeed. Oh my god. Oh, what's the worst that can happen?
Spoken like someone who's never heard a dragonborn throat song. This one,
I mean, are we gonna listen to like the
is
Sardaukar
about
sing?
what it might feel like to mate in the air, in the age where wings were yet with us.
Oh my god, it is quite literally like the Sardaukar throat singing. Ah, the true language of love.
Oh, there are 69 more verses. I'm only just beginning.
Alright. This is going to the thing. Alright. This is what I'm talking about. Right there. Best viewers on Get the Fuck Off. Yep. Damn. You beat me to it. 69 more, you say? Ah. But yeah, if nobody knows, or if you don't for some reason know, about the Sardaukar throat chanting in Dune, you really need to click that link for a minute, because it's awesome. It's one of the best scenes in the whole movie. It all made us say kind of like, whoa, what did we just see? But it was awesome. Alright, partial rest. This poor woman.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that scared girl who asked for nothing more than a night of shelter. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches.
Investigate your surroundings, looking for an explanation. Starion is asleep, but is going to give you bardic inspiration.
There are dozens and dozens of wounds on the corpse. The killer did not stop savaging it, even when she was long gone. And your dominant arm aches.
Good night.
It aches from
Good to see you, Ren. Thank you for stopping.
And over. No matter how it appears,
some good sleep.
the body is there, and her blood is on your hands.
We're probably not going to go for much
the question
longer.
flows through your mind. Who are you, really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business?
Wonder what curse is in your heart to kill in your sleep.
Something wicked must have woken you. The contemptible pervert within must have lavished slash after slash upon the girl. But where, oh where could that monster have come from? If only you knew yourself better. You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you.
Prepare to face the others. You aren't going to hide.
Your misdeed is bright and clear as the dawning day. This is some sloppy work.
You're the one who cried out for us. You must have seen something.
Now, I can't help but notice that one of us is positively drenched in blood. So...
You talk.
I think I must have killed her.
Anyone with half a mind could see that. But why?
I suddenly woke up in the night and everything was just like this.
The work of the parasite, I shouldn't wonder. The worm in your head has never slept more peacefully. You know in your heart it was something deeper, hungrier.
I don't know. It could have been the tadpole.
We can but stand guard against the parasite. I'll be watching. An uneasy feeling lingers in the air. As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone with a familiar headache.
Breathe deeply. You must uncover the cause of your mad spree, lest it happen again.
Much is uncertain, but you know one thing for sure. The darkness will strike again, unless you find a light.
Did I forget to pull the fucking... the speak with the dead amulet out? Nope, Shadowheart's got it.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
What do you expect me to do with it?
Inocte concealio. The corpse remains silent. Action, not reaction.
I think the blood and stuff stays in camp pretty much no matter what. Yeah, and I still can't put, you can't do that on console. It's a little ridiculous, because I know that you can do that on the computer. You can stash bodies for later. You cannot do it on the console. There. We'll put her over there. Yep.
No one stopped me yet.
It's dumb. No idea why. No explanation. But you cannot do it. Hi!
Seems this individual doesn't think very highly of you, but few can resist a well-timed gift.
Would you accept a token of my good faith?
Your offer appears to be of interest. Let's make it a good one.
Who's got the loot? There. You can have the loot back. She's got a potato. And there's a tip.
Dance upon the stars tonight. It's still rough, but my song is getting there.
Okay. She hates me less now.
Words of mine will turn to ash.
I really don't like that you can tell that she definitely got a beating. Yeah, like, she was bruised.
I am enjoying our walks together. Aren't you, gang?
Sure. In silence.
These tracks. Goblins.
Alright, this is something that I didn't do last time. So, I'm gonna do this, and then wrap it up for the evening.
More than prepared.
I'll properly long rest.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, Gale.
Time for a little.
You know, let's take a second and get out the things that we have picked up and not looted. Because there are definitely more than one of them.
With ease.
Glowing eyes. How outrageously obvious. The totem's a trap.
And Astarion gets to wear that. What do you think? Hat or no hat? Y'all Starion for the win. I can dig it. Alright, any other containers of random shit that we got? Kind of? Cool. He's a rhinestone cowboy.
I don't want to think about why my eye is itching.
No, probably not.
Well, at least we got the druid to keep ourselves entertained. Boring. Let's find another one. Oh, this was more fun when he was screaming.
Could wake him up by chopping off a turkey. That'd be funny.
All right.
I was trying to concentrate.
This is going to wind up going a lot faster than I expected it to. Western Astarion, all I can think of is Chupacabra. It's the Chupacabra.
My patience wanes. I shouldn't linger.
Yep. About to go way faster than I expected it to. Wow. Good job running in the fire. Truly spectacular job there. There's no doubt Our attractions will drive kids out of their minds. What are those? Smaller versions of adults.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here.
Well, I'm surprised the goblins didn't gut you on sight, so why didn't they?
They were asking questions about a weapon. I told them the only weapons here are the ones the Foulbloods brought.
It's
I
called
must tell the others what
Lisa.
happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
At least the pathfinding that the AI seems to do for itself. Yeah, it's usually not too good. Case in point, Scratch has no appreciation for traps or things like Bibberbang. And there is one of those holes that Scratch will go and he'll sniff at to go, hey, you know, there's something here out in the Bibberbang. Well, that was really entertaining one time. What's his face didn't make it. Not even a little bit. Definitely died.
What a day.
Like will be done. That might be worth a look. Within reach.
And disabled. Yes, absolutely there are advantages to elevated terrain. Serious advantages. Yeah, yeah.
Can't give up now.
%100% correct there.
That should more than suffice.
Fuck, I've had it spoil an ambush way more than once. Way more than once. Alright, let's loot this shit.
Action, not reaction. Open up.
Someone there?
Right. Well, that's an inspiration point. Natural 1, natural 20. You know, like you do.
Easy.
Indolence breeds madness.
Here, just in case, I'll bring the water barrel back to camp, see if I can't wash it. Make that be a thing.
Looking ahead.
Alright. Well, next time we will pick it up. Approaching the... Oh, the guy over there that is all but dead. And we make our discovery about the tadpole.
They're not mutually exclusive.
But I will see you all Thursday evening. Lady Macbeth has entered the chat. Wait. Somebody else didn't just join, did they? Or that's a joke. Yeah. Anyway. Alright. Y'all have a wonderful